Hey, Milestone, Black neurospicy women and queer neurodivergent folks. I'm here. I see you. We're going to thrive together. We're thriving together. I am at day 70 of 100. I'm 70% done with the showing up on YouTube every single day, every day, hey, every day. And I saw a Black creator on YouTube ask, where the Black women autistics at? And I want to say, I'm here. Like, we're here. This is for us. It's for us. And yeah, I'm trying to get my hype on and get my energy because I've been super low energy. And I just wanted to acknowledge that in case you even feel from the screen um, that I'm like struggling with, kind of struggling. I guess I can just say that, right? Even though it's a milestone for me, and I wanted to say a little something for the Black lady autistic that was on Instagram asking like where we are, how we doing, and all that kind of thing. So I wanted to say that, I see. And, it's interesting that there's all of these, you know, um, invisible autism narratives, and it's so white male default centered, and it's weird. It's weird. And I see you from all of the misdiagnosed for decades. I get that. Heck, it's been difficult. You're probably angry. I know I kind of feel like I cycle through like being angry about just being, misdiagnosed and misunderstood. Um, I feel like the whole strong Black woman, it just like masked what we go through. It masked the whole neurodivergence thing. At least, for me, I should say I tried that mask or tried to put that mask on, and burnout central. And I'm sorry if that was you, but I see you. I am you. I went through that. I still go through cycles of that. And I see you around, the double exhaustion of having to deal with anti-Blackness, ableism, like all of, just all of isms, not just racism. So, I mean, it's so bad. And also, if you're queer, it's like the homophobia of it all, the intersectionality of it all. Okay. And I see you, if you're late diagnosed like me, late diagnosed in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, and beyond, like, mm, challenging, challenging. And I see you around just like the costume masking and the burnout because it's been hard, or it's hard for me. So what I feel like we need and I need, um, and that's why I'm here, representing, is that representation. Like we see each other, we see ourselves in media, that we get that, help others see that, and also give ourselves permission for the unmasking. And another thought that crosses my mind around unmasking too is that, it's really when we're unmasked, it's like the physical representation, at least for me, of the reaction of how the physical world is. And I just want to say it's a done mask here. Yay, we're out here, we unmasking. Okay. And other thing I think we need space for is accessible diagnosis. Like for me, formally, I have to go out of country to get a formal diagnosis. I've taken all the ones that I've done like on that you can do online. The RABs are thank you. I went back to go see. Like I've done that, right? It's, again, like such a high score on that it's like basically It's like, go get your diagnosis. I'm like, okay, but in order to get an affordable diagnosis, like I'm literally having to go to Thailand because I can get it done in a day or two. And I think really honestly, like within the day, um, maybe 2 days because autism and ADHD. But if you suspect just autism, then you can get that done in a day. And I think we also need just, financial resources, right? Therapy support, financial supports, jobs that are in our zone of genius. Hello, like research and depth of research is our jam, right? So can we just we definitely need like jobs that are supportive of that and supportive of the fact that we generally, I don't know about y'all, but I personally don't want to interact with any people while I'm actually doing the job that I've been being paid to do. That is disruptive. Okay. Less meetings, more job, more of what you paid me for. And yes, most meetings can absolutely be an email, and they should be for autistic and ADHD people. Send an email. We don't want to see you. We don't want your extra energy. We're not doing your performance. Um, I don't want to. I know a great many of us that do feel that way. Just let us do our job, please. And thank you. So to that, I just want to say, you're not alone. I'm here. You're here. Hey. And for the queer and neurodivergent folks, I see you. Queer and neurodivergent and double marginalized, double marginalized. Like I said, all of these intersections we have, like it's all connected. I feel like research shows that, there's some correlations there, right? I feel like there's a double coming out, right? If you want to come out, I gotta do shit. If you want to come out, then it's like a double coming out, right? Oh, it's like, oh yeah, I'm queer, and oh yeah, by the way, I have autism, or oh, I'm autistic and also ADHD, and I'm queer. It just feels like, it can be exhausting, and if, like I said, if you decide to disclose or whatever, what have you. And then there's, the healthcare barriers. Can we talk about, if you're in the boat of needing gender affirming care? It's like, where do you even get that nowadays? And, sensory dysphoria, okay, is real. And, finding community is harder. I'm here to hopefully be like, hey, you have a community over here. Here is a safe space. Okay. Yay, we out here. We out here. What do we need? Like, yeah, affirming spaces. Yes, healthcare access. Community. Yes, we double need, double, triple need this because I feel like, some of us are, lower needs and some of us are much higher needs. I feel that, if we come together, we can pay for these services even, much more easily to spread the financial cost of it all. And I wanted to say that, you have permission, of course, to bring your full self with you, all of your identities, Black, queer, woman, not, non-binary, all of it. You're celebrated here. So, what I am building for us, what is the grand vision? Why am I here? You might ask. So, I'm here to serve, spicy women and queer, my dear. And I want to be able to, give free resources and in time, with as my budget grows, I will have a physical space for us, a retreat, if it will. But by retreat, I mean because I know that it takes time sometimes for us to come out of survive, come out of burnout. that my space you'll be able to stay a bit longer, like 1, 2 months. Time that's really enough to get your bearings and get yourself together with help, with resources, a wraparound service kind of thing. And yeah, so that would be what by us for us. Okay, so I wanted to say that, I survived and I'm really coming into thriving. Now, I survived, as the YouTube creator said, all of the, you know what, very challenging circumstances in the familial system. And, that's a good thing. And I've survived. I've survived decades of masking and not knowing that it's masking. Um, Discovery, yes, again, super, super late to the party diagnosis. But so what? Now I can definitely say um, I kind of accepted for sure, like really, truly accepted it in 2023 after I took that RADSAR. Um, and I would say my thriving has been unfolding. I had to leave the country. I had to leave the country. I really should have left about a decade ago. But I felt like I had familial obligations, which I did. I had younger kids and a very unsupportive spouse. Divorced them. Um, I should say that's me. And if you do have an unsupportive spouse, divorce them because it's for your health and your own well-being. You deserve support. Um, and so now that, I had left the country, went to Mexico, like I really it was starting to come together for me in terms of recovering from burnout and learning what thriving looked like. I'm still learning that really. But I can say that now that I'm not, surviving and in total reactive mode, I would say that I'm going to continue to thrive in Southeast Asia, as different as it is, as um, upsetting as it might be to my, to the daily routine, so that I have to get up in a routine pretty straight away, or at least I want to. I would say that thriving looks like definitely unmasking, and I say to definitely say where it's safe to do so. Okay, where it's safe to do so. And thriving looks like 350 days plus of daily meditations twice a day. Thriving looks like being visible for my community, being visible and active in community. I want this for all of us. I want us to thrive. I want us to, when we're ready, if thriving looks to you like exploring something different, like getting out of the country so that you can see like who the fullest of who you are. I'm here for you for that. And so, to Black Neurospicy women and queers, hey, you belong. You're not alone. All identities celebrated. Share, please share what you need, share in the comments, send this video to another Neurospicy person, okay? Um, and we're here. We survived. And we're going to be thriving even more so together. Together. Okay? Let's see. For the wrap up, yeah, I have 30 days left of this. And I'll see what comes into being, comes into my spirit, what moves me, what the algorithm finds me, what I find as a line in a book that might spike inspiration or um, spark an idea. And I'll be talking about it. And we got this. We got this, we got this. Okay. I have other videos down here that are something you might be interested in. Please like and subscribe over there and have a playlist for when you need to body double. Like if you want some company and you really gotta sit down and get a thing done. Playlist. Yay. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful day. Aloha.